I got involved in 1995. My wife and I were above the dam looking down, and we saw this little blue train, which was this one, and we thought, well, that's interesting. So upon further investigation, we went to the Model X show, which is held annually on Queen's birthday weekend, and found out more about it, so we decided to join up. And yeah, that was it. And I've been volunteering since 1995, and been having a great time. Great bunch of people that volunteer for the society, and we've got 43 members. Yeah, in November 2011 we had a massive washout, and we decided that the line was unusual. At the time it washed out quite a portion of line, about 4 meters of line, and was unsafe to use, so it was shut down for a year while we got works involved. Contractors from Watercare, they were contracted by Watercare, Auckland Stonemasons, and also Canadian Pacific Limited, so they fully repaired it to safe working standards up until right this moment. They got concrete blocks and put layers of concrete blocks down, made a retaining wall up to the present height, and laid the concrete on top of the concrete blocks, and the train runs over it now quite smoothly. They had to actually pull a portion of line from either end of the existing slip and replace that, so it would be strengthened on either side. So they've done a great job, and it's all set to go now. In 1974, two railway enthusiasts called Merv Smith, he was a radio personality, and Jim Pilkington decided to look at this line, and they inquired with Watercare at the time, and I think it was ARA at the time, and they said, can we look into using this line? And Harvey Stewart, who the trainer's named after, said, yeah, as long as you can keep the weeds down, don't operate any stills in the area, and maintain the line safely, you can put in for an application. And so they did, and it was successful, and shortly afterwards they were approved to run on the line. So that was way back in 1974, and in 2005 we had the tramline centenary, which celebrated 100 years of the actual tramline being built. It's all quite beautiful. There's, on the final part of the trip, there's an amphitheatre where you can look at the dam, which you would have seen on the video. There's Kelly's chute going back towards the depot, and that's a chute that holds water going across from a creek further up the cliff side, so it goes completely over the path of the train, and it's all wooden and you don't get wet. And further back they've got two tunnels. One's a short tunnel, which is 200 metres long, and the second one is 700 metres long, and it's got glowworms in it, beautiful glowworms, and we dim the lights at one end and allow the passengers to look at the glowworms. And then you've got, of course, just after that is before you hit the tunnel is the retaining wall, which has got a new view of across the valley towards Bethel's. Yeah, and there's beautiful native flora and fauna, bush and birds that you can see. The train itself is 4 carriages normally. We hold 20 people. Mixture of, you can hold a little bit more if you've got more children than adults, so maybe 23, 24 maximum. The motor is a Kubota. It's 25 horsepower. It's been re-engined several times. The first one threw its clutch and decided didn't want to work. So we've had several rebuilds since then, and several repaints. It's always been blue, and it's affectionately named Harvey Stewart after Harvey Stewart, who was the engineer from Watercare, who gave us the final permission to use the line, which we lease off Watercare for a rental every year. And we have a license, running license, that's approved by Land Transport.